The best journalism, of course, produces positive change. This investigation led to a federal grand jury investigation and the potential indictment of some of those who were involved.
Dallas School Board member Dan Peavy dominates the buying of insurance for DISD. Peavy is the key board player in negotiating more than $30 million worth of insurance plans for DISD's 16,000 teachers and workers. Since Peavy became chairman of the board's Committee on Insurance, contracts with fat six-figure commissions have flowed to Peavy's business associate. Peavy's business associate is this man, Gene Oliver, a convicted criminal. Oliver is currently under investigation by the Texas Department of Insurance for misrepresenting insurance sold to teachers in other districts. Oliver says he first met Peavy 2.5 years ago.
At this time, I would call him a very close friend, absolutely. One of the fellows that, I think one of the terminologies is pallbearer friend. He's one of the guys that probably I would instruct my wife, God forbid, if I needed that, to call for a pallbearer.
He's an acquaintance and also a friend of mine.
He is a friend.
A friend. I guess you could classify him as a friend.
But the Texas criminal justice system classified Oliver as an accomplice to commit murder with malice. In 1971, Oliver hired John Craner Jackson, a hitman connected to the Dixie Mafia, to kill his ex-business partner. When police discovered the body of Billy Barnes bashed to death in the trunk of a car at Love Field, the grisly murder made the front page. It was a murder scheme to collect on a $200,000 life insurance policy. Oliver served nearly 4 years of a 50-year sentence. An appeals court overturned the conviction on a technicality. Oliver struck a plea bargain and finished his parole 10 years ago. Do you know what his conviction was for?
It had something to do with solicitation of murder.
Does that cause you concern?
Not the same type of concern, no, that it would cause me if he were dealing with children on a day-to-day basis.
Here to accept the Peabody is senior reporter Robert Riggs.
Now for the rest of the story. Last week, that federal grand jury indicted Dan Peavy on 42 counts of bribery, extortion, money laundering, conspiracy, and income tax fraud for accepting $459,000 in kickbacks. And now an FBI task force is investigating district officials and 6 major insurance companies, and the investigation is expected to spread to school districts across Texas. The Dallas School District is one of the most powerful political institutions in our community, and I can tell you that enormous pressure was exerted all the way to the corporate boardroom of the A.H. Belo Corporation to try to kill this story. But WFAA's management never wavered in their support. They always stood firm. And I want to thank especially John Miller, news director, for that standing up, and President Kathy Creaney for always being there and fighting the good battles for the good fight. Everything we do at News 8 is always a team effort. Almost every photographer in our shop shot a little piece of this story, but I especially want to thank P.J. Ward, a field producer who spent hours in the broiling Texas sun doing hidden camera surveillance and hours out there in the trenches. And finally, I want to thank my wife, Beth, who is always there for the school play, and Dad's missed places at the soccer games, who keeps the Riggs family running. Thank you.